The atmosphere on the Graham Norton show was electric as the legendary Dame Helen Mirren took the stage. The audience was eager, anticipating her usual charm and wit. However, what unfolded was far from the light-hearted banter typically associated with the show. In a shocking and dramatic twist, Dame Helen unleashed a scathing critique of none other than Prince Harry, leaving the audience stunned and social media buzzing with controversy. What was intended to be a cheerful appearance quickly morphed into a public indictment of the Duke's recent actions and decisions. Helen's boldness, precision, and unapologetic stance set the stage for one of the most dramatic moments in talk show history. As the interview progressed, it became clear that Helen had no intention of tiptoeing around the topic. In a rare display of frustration, the Oscar-winning actress described Harry's recent public statements and decisions as shameless and disgraceful, going as far as to suggest that his actions were damaging the very fabric of the royal institution. The room fell silent, jaws dropped, as she fearlessly dissected the prince's behavior, pointing out the glaring inconsistencies between his professed desire for privacy and his relentless pursuit of media attention. For many, this was a long-overdue reality check aimed at a man who, in their eyes, had recklessly abandoned his duties and sullied his own family's reputation. The actress did not hold back, criticizing Harry's tendency to publicly air grievances while simultaneously demanding respect and privacy. Helen, known for her poise and grace, showed an unexpected fierceness, addressing a topic that many have hesitated to confront directly. Critics of Prince Harry argue that his actions have consistently undermined the dignity of the royal family, and Helen's remarks seem to echo this sentiment. From his controversial memoir to his high-profile interviews where personal grievances were laid bare, many believe that Harry has become a paradox. A man simultaneously seeking refuge from the public eye while paradoxically amplifying his own voice through the very media he condemns. Social media reactions poured in immediately following the episode, with some praising Helen for speaking the uncomfortable truth, while others felt she had overstepped, attacking a man who has publicly struggled with mental health issues. Yet, amidst the divided opinions, one thing was clear: the conversation surrounding Prince Harry and his controversial choices had been reignited with a new ferocity. The discourse around Prince Harry remains fiercely polarized. While some empathize with his quest for autonomy and his decision to protect his family from the alleged toxicity of the royal environment, others, like Helen Mirren, see his actions as hypocritical and self-serving. The fact that such a renowned figure publicly challenged his narrative added weight to the backlash, however, was not solely directed at Harry. Critics of Helen's stance accused her of leveraging the prince's controversies for personal publicity. Nevertheless, her words resonated with those who believe that the royal family's integrity should take precedence over personal vendettas. What does this mean for Prince Harry moving forward? Can he reclaim the public's respect? Or has his quest for authenticity backfired? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: Helen Mirren's candid critique has undeniably cast a long shadow over his carefully crafted public image. Amidst the ongoing debate, it is crucial to examine why Helen Mirren's words struck such a chord. One reason could be that the public, increasingly disillusioned by the constant media presence of Harry and Meghan, finds itself drawn to voices that challenge their narrative. While the couple insists on maintaining their personal space and privacy, their numerous public appearances and tell-all interviews create a sense of contradiction that leaves many confused and frustrated. Helen's candidness, therefore, seemed to articulate what some have been thinking but hesitated to say aloud. Furthermore, Mirren's critique highlights a broader sentiment among traditionalists and royalists who see Harry's actions as a betrayal of the monarchy's values. By stepping back from royal duties while continuing to leverage his title and status for commercial and personal gain, Harry, in their view, epitomizes a modern form of royal hypocrisy. Helen's remarks, direct and unfiltered, resonate because they confront this perceived duplicity head-on. In doing so, she gave a voice to those who feel that the monarchy's dignity should not be compromised by personal ambition or media sensationalism. It is also essential to consider that Dame Helen, an icon of British culture, speaks from a position of reverence for tradition and heritage. Her portrayal of Queen Elizabeth II in The Queen earned her respect and admiration, and her words carry the weight of someone who understands the gravity of royal representation. By addressing Harry's behavior, she implicitly questions whether he truly understands the responsibilities that come with his privileged birthright. This controversy, therefore, is not merely a clash of personalities but a reflection of the broader discourse on the role of modern royalty. As public figures, the Sussexes must navigate a fine line between advocating for personal freedom and respecting the legacy they represent. Whether or not Prince Harry will address Helen Mirren's pointed remarks remains uncertain, but the ripple effect they have caused continues to stir public opinion.